What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Moto Insider. Got a pretty straightforward episode for you today. Just want to give you a quick couple updates. You'll notice some things are different around the garage. The Cowie is gone. The H2 is gone. I sold it. I had it for a year. I had my fun with it. It was awesome. It was out of warranty. And it's just one of those things that's a really big liability. You know, if you drop that bike, it's pretty much totaled. The frame's going to drag the ground. It's not going to be a good time. Your insurance is going to be really high if you're making claims from dropping H2s, right? So, anyway, I actually have done something I never thought I would do. I bought a Harley. Kind of strange going from the H2 to the Harley, but you guys will see what I'm talking about here in a minute. We're going to go over some hard parts today. I got the build going pretty solid on this 2017 Harley Davidson Roadster stunt bike that we're building. So it's far from finished. But it's looking right. It's looking fierce. So I just got the Ruroc mic'd up. I've been doing that, meaning to do that for a while. So we're gonna go jump on the bike, do a little lap, and I'll talk to you guys about some cool stuff. See you there.
What's going on, guys? We are out here on the new Harley. Got all kinds of parts installed on this thing. Just recently, we've got the Cox crash cage. We've got the 12 bar with the titanium. The step plate back here. Got it all gripped up. Just through this intake on here, the previous owner only had an exhaust on here, and that Vance & Hines Fuel Pack 3 is the tuner, was already on here, but he was running the stock map, and I was like, that's weird. Playing around with a couple of maps, the reason he did that was because the stock air cleaner was not letting enough air in to run well on any of the maps. So now that we got that on there, and I have what I believe is the correct map on here, it's the one that's for a 2-in-1 and a open air filter, and man, this thing has woken up quite a bit. Feels a lot stronger, feels like it's running a lot smoother. We got the new Barnett extra plate clutch in this thing, with some new fluid in the primary, obviously. Since we are doing wheelies on this thing, I got my oil filled up a little over the line. You really don't want any air in that tank. It is a dry sump design, so you're not going to have any issues with overfilling it. The engine, circulates through the hoses what it needs when it needs it. So you want to do that to prevent any air from getting in those lines and you losing lubrication while you are up in the air. Another thing about these bikes, when you're wheeling them, you got to make sure you have a lot of gas. Still getting that dead spot at 2,000. I got to figure that out. Probably something in the tune. But anyway, you got to keep these things pretty full of gas. Anything less than about half a tank, the second you get that bike up in the air, the line takes up air in the tank and it will slam right down, and it is very not fun. It's happened to me already. It happened to me one of the first couple days that I was wheeling this thing. I thought I had enough gas, and then pretty shortly after that the gas light came on. So it ends up taking about a half a tank's worth after that. So really, anything less than a half a tank, you're going to be having a bad time. But yeah, we got some Shinko SR 777s on here. I don't think they were the SR, but they're the 777s. Very nice tire, way better than the stocks. If you are going to put better tires on these things, you have to immediately pretty much do the clutch as well. Harley plans for the tires to slip before the clutch does, so once you put better tires on here, you got to upgrade that clutch. The stock ones are pretty crappy. You got to get that rivet plate out of there as well. The last plate in the clutch in these bikes is a rivet plate, so it's two steel plates riveted together, and that's the failure point in these clutches. And you're going to send shrapnel all through your primary, and you're not having a good day. So we went ahead and worked all that stuff out. Oh, can't forget the progressive suspension. Got the 15-inch shocks in the rear. This thing already had 13.3s on it. This is a 2017 Harley Roadster, so it does have the inverted forks in the front, the dual discs, really nice. Once you jack up the rear end of this thing with that extra ground clearance that you get and that increased steepness in the rake, all of your steering geometry is now sharpened up quite a bit. And I mean, this thing is just, you can whip it all over the place. Compared to, before with those stock tires, which these tires are actually a little wider in the front, a little wider, and very, very marginally less tall. Wow, they handle a lot better. These pegs were touching the ground pretty quickly before. Once I put the shocks in the rear and then lifted this thing up, really made a huge difference. And not only, you know, riding the bike, but being able to crank it up and do wheelies as well. You get a little bit of extra leverage on it, a little bit more bounce into it. You can really compress that shock down, and then have that bouncing up to help you get it up. So pretty cool stuff. I'm loving this bike. I'm really enjoying it. First thing I did was put these bars from TC Bros on here, the tracker bars, and I actually did a 2-inch riser under here as well. Only thing, this is hardware, and the bracket was not from TC Bros. It was really cheap hardware with it, and these bolts rusted pretty quickly, like literally the day after I put them on. So I'm gonna do something about that. Maybe just clean it up in the meantime and put some clear coat or something like that on it, just to make them work for now. I'll just go to Home Depot maybe and get me some nicer hardware if I can find it. But yeah, guys, I'm really loving this thing. Just wanted to go over, you know, a couple things already that I've done to it. We still got to do a chain drive conversion. There's another guy almost 40. Chain drive conversion. There's and the handbrake. Obviously, these chunky Harley levers really suck for trying to 2-finger and 1-finger this thing to dump it. Because what I found is you really are pulling on the bars on this thing and slamming down on the seat to get it to come up when you do want a wheelie. And it's really hard to do that on this big chunky lever with 1 finger. So getting one of those 2-finger levers, they even make them now for the 1-inch Harley bars. Pretty cool stuff. And then a handbrake as well. We got to get that dual caliper bracket. I love doing my handbrake stuff on the Grom. And I'm really right now limited to seat standards, and if I'm wanting to try some knee knocks or stand on the step plate with 1 foot, obviously, because we got to keep this foot brake covered in the absence of a handbrake. So don't want to get out here and start standing on this cage and forget I don't have a handbrake on this bike. I think that'd be pretty hard to do, but we're gonna go this way. Yeah, this thing sounds, I'm getting a little decel pop, but this thing sounds a lot better with this correct tune on here. Yeah, oh man, that is so much more free revving than it was before. Oh, it just felt like it took forever to hit that rev limiter. That was nice and quick. This thing sounds pretty healthy. Oh yeah. We definitely picked up some power correcting that tune and getting this intake on here. Man, that is more of a difference than I was expecting, to be quite honest with you. I love it. I thought I was going to hate mid controls, just because anytime I was on a Harley before, you know, I like kind of being kicked out, you know, but and yeah, I thought I could use this as highway pegs, but you can't really get to the one on this side. The air cleaner's kind of in the way. But yeah, really made a huge difference. I'm quite impressed. And many of you may be wondering, why would I sell the H2? I had the 2021 Kawasaki ZH2 SE. Love the bike, had it for a whole year. Made a couple videos, more stuff on Instagram. I didn't really do a big YouTube video on that. I had a lot going on at the time. It was kind of a crazy year, and didn't really have a lot of time to hang out with you guys and make some cool videos, which is really what I like doing. So I like the filming part. I don't like the editing part, but we're gonna come at you guys with some more clear-cut, straightforward videos like this. Just, you know, talking about. We're going to get more in depth a lot on this bike as well, doing the stunts. I'm going to bring you guys lots of Grom stunt videos, group rides, stuff like that. I've been hanging out with some guys, hitting Mini Monday downtown, and that's a lot of fun. So now that I have the Rorac helmet mic'd up, I still had the mic in my old helmet. So now that we got this thing set up and ready, hopefully everything sounds good, looks good here for you guys. And yeah, we're just kind of going on a little shakedown today. Gonna go meet up with the lady. She's on her Ninja, and go do some riding with her. Maybe go get something to eat later, But thanks for tuning in, guys. I wanted to show you all these cool parts and kind of let you know what I got going on, and let you guys know that I'm back, baby. We're gonna be going up on the Grom, we're going up on the Harley. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.